Students, welcome to the part B of volumetric analysis. Our volumetric analysis experiment for today is to determine the concentration of KMnO4 solution in terms of molarity by titrating it against standard solution of oxalic acid. So far in this experiment we have prepared standard solution of oxalic acid. We have got KMnO4, that is potassium permanganate solution of unknown concentration. For part B, apparatus we require, they are burette, pipette, we have conical flask, burner, we have water bath, etc. Here we are going to heat directly, therefore instead of using water bath, direct heating will do. Chemicals, KMnO4 solution we have 0.1 molar, oxalic acid we have, and dilute H2SO4 also is provided. So what is part 1? First part of the procedure: wash burette, pipette and conical flask with water. I have already washed this apparatus with water. So second point is rinse the burette with given KMnO4 solution and then fill it. Remove the air bubble from the nozzle and avoid leakage if any. So I will try to fill this burette with given KMnO4 solution. Students, one more thing. I told you standard oxalic acid solution is called as solution A. Potassium permanganate, that is KMnO4, is called as solution B. Solution B is taken in beaker. B and B. Solution B taken in beaker. I will take this solution B in burette. Again B. Solution B taken in beaker or given in beaker taken in burette. We have to fill this burette up to the 0 mark. We have to remove air bubble. Students, right now I can see air bubble over here. I am trying to remove this air bubble. I will fill this burette once again. Because students, air bubble should not be seen. Now it is clear. So I will fill this burette to the 0 mark. Again I will tell you, lower meniscus of solution should touch to 0 mark. Next point is rinse the pipette with standard 0.1 molar oxalic acid solution. Rinse the pipette with standard 0.1 molar oxalic acid solution. I have rinsed it. I will take directly pipette out 10 ml 1.1 molar oxalic acid and transfer it into clean conical flask. Students, you should know this is pipette. In our previous standard we have used it and there is a mark of 10 ml. 10 ml pipette, we have to take 10 ml of standard solution of oxalic acid and we have to transfer it into a clean conical flask. After transferring into this clean conical flask, we have to add one full test tube of dilute H2SO4 in it. Try to understand, students. One full test tube of dilute H2SO4. One full test tube of dilute H2SO4. So students, what is there in conical flask? In our conical flask, we have taken 10 ml standard solution of oxalic acid and one full test tube of dilute H2SO4, that is dilute sulfuric acid. Next is heat the conical flask up to 60 to 70 degrees Celsius on wire gauge or water bath. Okay, you can see I have taken wire gauge and I will heat these contents up to 60 to 70 degrees Celsius. I have kept this for heating. Make sure that students when vapors will start coming out of the conical flask, approximately temperature reaches to 60 to 70 degrees Celsius. Just we have to perform this titration in hot condition and use paper holder to hold this conical flask. Next, place the conical flask with hot solution on the white porcelain tile below the burette. Start adding KMnO4 solution dropwise from burette in the conical flask with continuous checking in circular manner. This is called swirling of solution. See that the color does not disappear even after vigorous checking. This is end point of the titration. Students, we have to add this KMnO4 solution dropwise. What is our end point? Colorless to faint pink. Colorless to faint pink. Students, please see, I have started adding and our end point is colorless to faint pink. This faint pink color should not disappear after checking also. Whatever first reading I am going to take, that will be pilot reading. Students, pilot reading is always a range. Pilot reading is always a range. And after pilot reading, we have to take 3 more readings. Therefore, total 4 readings we will have to do. Please see, circular manner, we are going to shake this solution in the conical flask. After constant shaking, pink color should not disappear. Right now, pink color is appearing and after shaking, it is disappearing. we require faint pink color. Please see students, after checking also this faint pink color is not disappearing. Please see, faint pink color. Right now my reading is 9.5. Reading is 9.5, means between 9 and 10. I can say my pilot reading is between 9 to 10 ml. Now I will take 3 more readings and then I will take mean of them, and then that mean I will use for calculations. Students, I hope you all have noted down pilot reading in your handbook. In our handbook there is a observation table on page number 6. Solution in burette, we have taken KMnO4 solution. Solution in pipette, we have taken oxalic acid solution of 0.1 molar concentration. Solution in conical flask, 10 ml oxalic acid solution plus 1 test tube dilute H2SO4 solution. Indicator, students, KMnO4 is self indicator in this experiment. End point, colorless to faint pink is the end point. Chemical equation is also given in observation table. Pilot reading, you can write 9 to 10 and 3 burette readings we have to take. Students, what to do before every burette reading? We have to wash conical flask again. Okay, I have washed this empty conical flask. We have to again fill this burette up to the 0 mark. Then we have to take 10 ml oxalic acid solution with the help of pipette. With the help of pipette, exactly similar to our first reading. Then 1 test tube of dilute H2SO4. Please see. One full test tube of dilute H2SO4. We have to heat contents of conical flask up to 60 to 70 degrees Celsius. Make sure that from outside that conical flask must be dry, otherwise there is a fear of getting cracks to this conical flask. This is our first reading. Similarly, we have to take total 3 readings. Yes, students, vapors have started to come out of the conical flask. So I will take out this conical flask. In hot condition only, exactly to similar to our first reading, I will add drop by drop. drop by drop I will add the KMnO4 solution. Again I will tell you end point is colorless to faint pink. After shaking also that faint pink color should not disappear. Circular swirling of conical flask is important so that whatever KMnO4 we are adding, that will get distributed evenly in the conical flask. Students, I think this end point has come closer now, and as I said, after checking also faint pink color should not disappear. Please see. Now let us see whether this faint pink color is disappearing or not. See, after shaking also it is not disappearing. So this is our first reading. I will just tell you what is the first reading. 9.4 ml. 9.4 ml. Exactly similar, we have to take more 2 readings. Now I will wash this conical flask. I will take 10 ml of oxalic acid solution again. I will transfer this oxalic acid solution from the pipette to conical flask, plus 1 full test tube of dilute H2SO4 for our second reading. I will keep these contents for heating. Meanwhile, I will add this KMnO4 solution to 0 mark in burette. I hope you all have recorded first reading as 9.4 ml. Okay. Students, temperature has reached to 60 to 70 degrees Celsius. So I will take out this conical flask and I will add KMnO4 solution drop by drop in this mixture. It is a mixture of oxalic acid and dilute H2SO4. Again students, end point is colorless to permanent faint pink. colorless to permanent faint pink. Students, while performing this experiment, concentrating your mind on your experiment is very important, because one drop of excess addition also may give you different color. Let us check whether this faint pink color is disappearing or not on heating. It is remaining faint pink only. So students, I will just tell you, reading is 9.3. 9.3. Reading number 1 was 9.4. Reading number 2 is 9.3. Students, ideally speaking, your 3 readings should same, but suppose one reading is coming different and remaining 2 readings are same, then will be also, it will be okay. Again, third reading, I will take 10 ml of oxalic acid. Plus 1 full test tube of dilute H2SO4 in it, 10 ml standard solution of oxalic acid plus 1 full test tube of dilute H2SO4, and I will keep these contents for heating. This is our third reading and last reading, students. We will fill this burette again up to the 0 mark. I have filled it up to the 0 mark. Now, after vapors will come out from the conical flask, I will start with my titration. Please see your observation table given on page number 6. We have already finished with pilot reading, burette reading number 1, burette reading number 2, and this is our burette reading number 3. And on the basis of these 3 burette readings, we will take CBR, that is constant burette reading, that will be called as X. That X we are going to use in calculations. Now we'll start with titration part. Titration should take place in hot condition only. As I told you students, we should very careful while adding KMnO4 in this conical flask, because drop by drop addition is very important. There should not be a fast addition, because after fast addition we can get different color. Many times we get turbid color instead of faint pink color. Yes, students, after continuous shaking also this faint pink color is not disappearing. So we will take third reading. It is exactly 9.4 ml. 9.4 ml. So students, please note down this third reading as 9.4 in your handbook, page number 6. Reading number 1 was 9.4, reading number 2 was 9.3, and reading number 2 was 9.3, and reading number 3 again it is 9.4. So two 9.4 ml readings are constant, therefore CBR, constant burette reading, is 9.4 ml, and that will be our X for further calculations of molarity.